Hello and welcome to this presentation, Discover Your Profitable Niche. But hey, don't let the simple title fool you in any way. If you are struggling financially in your business, or you're just about to start your online business journey, then a key factor in your success will definitely be the market niche that you operate in. So if you're struggling right now, maybe you're in the wrong darn niche. In simple terms, to survive online, you need to match the package of services you have to the wants and needs of your target audience. And more importantly, these wants of your target audience should be emotionally based, with people actively looking for solutions to their particular challenges, their pain points, their problems, and their desires. In other words, look for people who are looking for solutions. This makes running your business so much easier and far less stressful. Now, of course, that all sounds pretty easy in theory, right? But matching the products or services you have to the wants and needs of your marketplace is not as easy as it sounds. I mean, if you're struggling in any way, then you already know this, because we're dealing with people here. And factors like your credibility, your authority, your relationship building skills, your sales skills, and your levels of social proof can all make this matching process one heck of a challenge. But of course, if you can successfully match these wants, then for sure you have yourself a very potentially profitable niche and a really good, potentially good business. My name is Peter Beckett, I'm the Village Marketer, and in this presentation I'm going to show you how to discover your very own profitable target audience, or your target market. I'm going to share with you a simple yet powerful 5-step process taught to me by one of my coaches, Bill Barron. This will help you find your profitable niche or your target audience, but more important than that, it'll find an audience that has actually got the needs that you want to solve, but also the willingness and the ability to pay for it. All right, that's the key bit. An audience who is willing to pay to solve their problems. Sound good? Not only will I show you that, but I'll also give you a formula that you can use to package up your offer in one sentence. This one sentence will be your powerful marketing message, and you can use it everywhere online. It's a marketing message that can be easily and quickly understood by everyone you come in contact with, alright? Very important tool for you. But first, a word of caution. Way too many people make the assumptions about their audience and wonder why they never get the results they expect. I mean, if you're struggling in any way, then there's a good chance this is you. So even if you've been online for some time, I think you will find what I share with you today will help clarify some things that you desperately need to do as quickly as possible in order to turn your business around. And I would also challenge you to think about the type of offers you want to provide, and you may want to get back to me about some of these things, alright? So let's get started. There are 2 roads you can take to start your profitable niche journey, and both are viable. It all depends on you and what approach you're planning to offer in your business. Firstly, you can use other people's products and services or your own. You could, for example, follow the process I give you to identify the real emotionally based wants of your tribe, and then go find a solution for them using a business platform like affiliate marketing or network marketing or some form of licensing or franchise system. Or you could follow my 5 steps to identify the wants and needs of your tribe, and then spend time packaging up the services or offers you would like to offer in such a way that they're not just of interest but will really attract potential customers. This approach applies to offers that you may have, like product creations, software developers, or services such as social media coaching, personal development, life coaching, or business coaching. However, be aware that there are 3 important elements when it comes to designing your own package of services rather than using somebody else's. This includes the business model you use to deliver your services, and this depends on what stage you're in with the development of your business. I mean, for example, if you offer some form of coaching, then you're going to provide one-on-one or leverage one-on-one or group coaching services. It's a decision you have to go through, right? This is an important part of packaging your services. Secondly, the specific types of model packages you'd like to deliver, including pricing, is important for you to consider when you come to packaging, because each type has a different result, a different experience for your customers, and more importantly, different reasons for your customers to say yes, depending on their situation. And finally, you need to design your packages so it's easy for your client to start with one package and then move to the next one. For example, you could start with a 1-month starter type package that leads to, say, a 90-day success package, and then to, say, a monthly retainer package for your services. Then it's easy for your client to progress to the next level of results because you design each package so that it naturally leads to the next package, right? Once again, if you'd like help in designing these critical elements for your success, then get in touch with me, as it's not the focus of this presentation. However, just to get you moving in the right direction, let me start you thinking about these things. Think about, what can you offer people in your tribe or the tribe you want to develop? In simple words, this is finding out exactly what you're good at, so then you can package these things up into an attractive premium type of offer for your potential customers. Perhaps you don't realize just what you can offer or how powerful your attributes can be to build a brand new business for yourself. So the question remains, how do you find out what you're uniquely good at so you can use those skills to create a business doing what you really enjoy? Well, there's many ways to do just that. So reach out and ask me if you need this sort of help, okay? Now let's move on to the real focus for this presentation, identifying your profitable niche and your business potential. This is the 5-step process I told you about. You see, most people have a real challenge with identifying their very own profitable niche. In fact, I go as far as to say that most online marketers simply guess at it and wonder why they never make any profits. Finding your profitable niche is a combination of both your inner self as far as your passions, your interests and experiences are concerned, plus the real key is to start talking to people in your tribe, your followers, your email list, your social media friends, your connections, etc. So step 1 is all about getting organized with having as many conversations as you can, at least 6 or 10 if at all possible. Get yourself out there and start asking questions. And by the way, you can put yourself and others you plan to interview at ease by simply letting them know that you're doing research about your tribe and you want to understand their needs better. Tell them you want to know exactly what they want, not what they need, so you can work on coming up with solutions at some later date. I mean, people will be willing to help you out and be almost flattered you want to know more about them. Make it clear to them that you are researching about what help they really would like right now and what they would be prepared to pay for. So the purpose of your interview is to simply discover the number one thing people want help with. Focus on attaining this and finding out if they could get this help, would they be willing to pay for it as well. Now, to uncover the number one thing they want help with requires you to take them on a journey, and this involves step 2 of the process. Step 2 is where you use conversational selling skills to build trust, rapport and real engagement with these people you're interviewing by helping people to clarify their desired destination, what it looks like and feels like to them, why it's so important to them, and how would they feel if they ever achieve this. You are providing a great service, as very few, if anybody, are giving this specific type of offer to people. This is help that people truly appreciate. And then again, by asking simple probing questions, you find out not just where they are right now, but also how they feel about it and what could be possibly holding them back from achieving the desired destination that they shared with you just previously. This is powerful stuff, and you are just facilitating the process. That's all you are doing. Once both their desired destination and their current situation are fully exposed, including their feelings and their fears associated with both these situations, then you can help them identify very easily what the gap is in their journey. And by asking supportive yet probing questions once again, you can get people to totally be involved in your conversation. In fact, many tell me they have never been shown this before, and to be honest, they are both excited and thankful for showing them the way. Remember, nothing has been sold. No offers or solutions have been even spoken about. You'll simply work with them to come up with their gap between where they are now and where they want to be. And you get agreement that they want that gap closed in order to reach their desired destination. So if their desired destination is something they can visualize and see and hear and feel that they really want it, this is powerful. Because then, of course, they'd be very much interested in how they can close the gap. This is what they want. This is what keeps them awake at night time. So it's a small extra step to ask if they would be willing to pay for that help. In other words, ask them if you could get help with anything at all that they would be willing to actually pay for, what would that help be? Remember, they want to close that wants gap as much as possible. As I said, people will truly appreciate what services you are giving to them, okay? But of course, not all people will become potential customers for you. But that's not the purpose of this interview process. Remember, you're simply trying to identify if you have a potentially profitable niche. Now, if you're not sure how to ask these type of probing questions, then you need to get hold of my conversational selling type approach, right? Contact me and grab hold of my 10 times your sales with no pitching. And also check out my video call, Selling is All About People, Not Closing. They're both free but extremely valuable resources. Truly, they've made a huge difference to the levels of many online marketers. This is a way for you to conduct your interviews with people, come up with your market research, and do it in such a way that people appreciate what you've given them. And guess what? You've also developed some potentially really red hot leads for yourself as well. Now, step 3 is when you listen for patterns in the answers that are given to the questions you're asking. The key is to be an active listener. Have the person you're interviewing doing all the talking, and make sure you really truly understand what they're saying. Seek clarification. Use their own words to make absolutely sure you know what they want and why they want it. So listen to what people are telling you. Write down their answers, by the way, and listen carefully. What are they telling you? And are there some things that you are hearing over and over again? If so, that's a pattern. That's important to you as far as understanding your niche, right? You see, if you can discover common responses and wants, then you may have just found your niche gold mine. So listen and look for those answer patterns, but never put words into the mouths of the people you're interviewing. Let them tell you. That is the key. Don't suggest anything to them. Use the words that they come up with. That is the secret of this step, okay? By the way, here are 2 important questions for you. Is the way you talk about what you do resonating with your ideal clients? Okay, think about that. Is the way you talk about what you do resonating with your ideal clients? And secondly, are you speaking directly to the most urgent desires or problems of the people you truly want to work with? If you're like most business owners, the answer is that you're probably not. And this is critical when you're doing your interview stages as well, right? You see, if you're an existing business owner, then what you're offering is probably too generic, too small, or too watered down. And it's not focused on big, exciting, highly desirable results of your prospective customers. So instead of attracting clients who are jumping up and down to get what you offer, you attract people who are only sort of interested, maybe, right? Or even worse, you attract the kind of clients that continually tell you they want to work with you, but they can't afford it. Or they tell you they don't have enough time, or they like to think about it, all these things, right? Does this ring any bells? I bet it does, right? Let's move on to the next step. Step number 4. In step 4, you never talk about the process. Simply keep a focus on their wants. In other words, the results that they want. Don't be talking about you, because it's all about them and what they really want. This is all they're interested in, so forget what you can bring to the table. Don't push your solution or your offers. Please don't do that. And always, always, always use their words and descriptions, not yours. Avoid the jargon. Avoid the terminology. It's as simple as that, but oh so important. As I said before, make sure you actually record the answers and the specific phrases they use. If you do this step right, then you will become memorable as well as a highly valued advisor. This is a critical part of your market research, but also be extremely helpful if you ever become a product creator, okay? But more on that in other video training. The key to step 4 is to simply have a really clear understanding and knowledge of the words and terms that they use to describe what they want and the challenges they've got. That's the key. Now, once you've conducted as many interview conversations as possible, and I hope you can get more than 6. If you can get 10 or even more, that's even better, right? I mean, the more truly is the better. And because, I mean, think about it. Some of these will become potential customers for you as well, right? And it's a very easy way to start a conversation. So in step 5, you pull all your interview information together. And when you do this, you're able to do 2 critically important things. Firstly, you now have evidence and data about your tribe that can identify a potentially profitable niche of wants and needs. I mean, people will accept the needs, by the way, if they can be shown that'll help them get their wants solved, right? But the key issue is you will have the evidence. Plus, you'd also have built up the confidence to talk to people in future. You may have even enjoyed the process, who knows, right? Secondly, you can now put together a powerful marketing message that is easily understood by everyone you come in contact with. And this helps you define your niche. So as promised before, here's the formula for you. Here is your powerful marketing message formula. I work with target audience who have a specific problem, and I help them get the results they want. Right? I work with nameless target audience who have and create the specific problem, and I help them get the result they want, because the key issue is the result they want in the words that they use. Remember that from step 4, right? The result they want in the words that they use. Let me give you some examples to help you. I work with new mothers who are struggling to lose weight after childbirth, and I help them get back to their ideal weight. How about that? Or here's another. I work with online service-based businesses who are struggling financially because they don't know how to get clients, and I help them get all the clients they want. These are powerful marketing messages that you can only come up with once you've made the effort to do your own research with your tribe. The time and the effort you spend doing this will be handsomely rewarded once you've uncovered your very own profitable niche. By the way, one last caveat. Rarely, if ever, will you be the only person providing solutions to that niche. In fact, if you have no competition at all, then you've either found an absolutely golden sub-niche that will make you a fortune, or be warned, if there's no competition, then maybe it's because others have been there before and found people in this niche are not willing to pay for their services. This may be true, by the way. But if they've never approached using this 5-step conversational selling approach, then there's still a chance you have still struck a jackpot, right? I know one thing for sure is that by adopting conversational selling approach, you'll discover a whole new stress-free way of marketing your services in future anyway. Some final thoughts for you. The biggest mistake most business owners make is that they focus on the wrong darn things. They spend most of their time working on getting people into low-end and free consultations or offers, right? For example, they offer people one session and hope like mad they'll come back for more. And so you end up with very few clients, you feel overwhelmed with too much to do, you aren't generating much income at all, and this is the road to being underpaid and exhausted. And none of us want that, do we, right? If you have this problem, here's a solution for you. Follow my 5 steps of sorting out your profitable niche and then your marketing message. Get that clarified once and for all. And once you've done that, then focus most of your effort into developing, offering and enrolling customers into service packages that you offer. This becomes a radically more enjoyable way for you to run your business. There are tons of benefits from centering your business around your paid packages of services rather than all these free offers, right? But most important of all, doing business this way allows you to do this. It combines your skills and all your life experiences and everything you love doing into an offering that your clients truly want, but even more importantly, one you really love to deliver. Make sense? To help you with this free versus paid type offers, here's a rule of thumb I'm going to follow. If it doesn't take any time for me, then I can give it away for free. If it does take time for me, I'm going to charge for it. It's that darn simple, right? So there you go. Now if you need more help with conversational selling, or how to sort out your package of services, or how to set up and build your marketing message, right, and have one that's understood and almost irresistible to your target audience, then reach out and ask me about my services. Look, I know just how hard it is to do all this on your own. That's exactly why I invested in coaching services over the last few years. That will continue to improve my skills and my deliverables. So come and talk to me if you've got any problems at all, right? There on the screen you can see my contact details. So thanks for joining me in this presentation, and I hope it gave you lots to think about. All the best until next time. Bye for now.